Hello and welcome. I'm Umbra and this is Slay the Spire. So, I've been playing this a lot off camera in my free time and enjoying it quite a bit. We're just gonna play through. I did just finish doing some silent runs. I'm gonna play as the Ironclad. I have more unlocks remaining. Um, I've been enjoying it quite a bit. I'm gonna try to actually use this as my. We'll call this practicing. Sorry, got a little bit of something in my throat. But we'll call this practicing because I want to get better at not necessarily talking about the game and what I'm doing in the game. This could run good or bad, but we'll see. And I did notice some of these videos were getting watched, and I still play this game a lot off camera. And I find it very enjoyable. I've gotten to the heart about 3 or 4 times now. I'm starting to get regularly to the final boss, and I think I've beaten, if not every final boss, almost every final boss. But we're gonna go ahead and get started here. But I will kind of talk about like some of the things I've seen in the game that I like, and some of the things I would like to see done a little differently. One of the things I really like, and I've heard some people, well, one of the things I kind of like, and I've heard some people complain about, the art, I actually think works for it. I don't think it needs anything terribly fancy, just, it's serviceable. It fits the aesthetic. But something I would really praise the game for is the combinations and how cards work. Let's see, you have 27, I have 4 cards. Yeah, let's go ahead and just in that. But how the cards interact, there's so many times I've come across something and it works, and I wasn't expecting it to. I'll play something and go, there's probably not a chance that this will work. And then it does, and it's surprising. And it's kind of enjoyable to just see what kind of shenanigans you can get up to. Oh, we did. The gambling chip. I actually like that card a lot. I actually missed where I was going to go. I meant to go up this way. But yeah, the combinations of how the cards work, it makes me think of, and I never got into this game, but Binding of Isaac. There's a lot of the joy from that game is how synergies interact, how things go. Friendly fire. I'm not going to be shielding on the first turn. Nah. But I never got into the Binding of Isaac, but that sort of synergy play is what I think drew a lot of people to it. And also, consequently, what I saw in later iterations of it that kind of kept people away from it. We're going to talk that. I am really eager to see what the final class is, just because I want to see what direction they're going to go with the play. One of the things I would like to see to eventually get implemented would be like a mutator, or something that, like a list you can unlock that you can say, hey, enemies will have 25% more health, but I'll get 25% more gold, or something like makes the run tougher but gives a better reward. Just things to really make the run absurd. Maybe first hit kills no matter which way it is, stuff like that. And that could be stupid. I'm not a game designer, so so I don't know how that would actually work, but I think that could be something done really well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Another thing I'd like to see is the shops all have the card removal. I'd actually like to see more ability to remove cards. Something like, you know, maybe the shop it costs some amount of money, but you can remove 3 cards, but you have to remove 3 cards. So and it replaces the normal removal just every other shop or something like that. Just because I think, while I understand that your ability to manage your deck is a part of the game and the difficulty of it, I think I would like to see ways to play with your deck set up more. And other things like, and I don't want to see this in the main play, but something that maybe would allow you to edit your starting deck or have some sort of different setup. I'm just going to go ahead and take all the damage. But as I am not a game designer, I couldn't tell you how best to implement that sort of thing. So part of the card interactions are really nice, but it's the card interactions and the relic interactions that I think I find the most interesting. I think those may actually work really well together. I wonder if it'll allow me to use that. I think I'm going for an exhaust type deck. Oh, we'll try that. Also, the differences for each playstyle of each character, but also how to put it. Oop. No, I do want to keep that. How each character's playstyles can develop. So you could have multiple. So the Silent and the Ironclad play differently, but you can also have in the Ironclad, one Ironclad play may not equal another. Like, there's the building your defense up, there's your exhaust. There's some ridiculous synergies with exhausting cards and dealing damage, drawing cards, gaining cards. The spiral for that gets really crazy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll actually only be 4, 28, 9. Because I can do more damage just doing it like that. Actually, I can't quite do that. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the damage. I could use a potion. And if I die on this run too shortly, I'll just start up another one. Again, I'm trying to get better about separating what I'm thinking about and what I'm doing at the same time. And speaking about it. Though, if you would like to see a more dedicated series to Slay the Spire, which I'd enjoy doing, you know, you can go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Ooh. On average, that's going to be, that's like 40 damage. Could end the enemy pretty quickly. Alright, I'm not doing a good job about separating, but this actually is kind of a... Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But yeah, I stopped doing the Slay the Spire playthrough initially, just because it wasn't getting a lot of attention, and I was enjoying it, but I wasn't... Something about the way I was playing it, which may go back to me, you know, not talking and talking. I'm going to avoid the shop for now, save up the gold. I wasn't really enjoying recording them the way I was, which is another reason I kind of want to get in the habit of of learning to talk and think at the same time. Which, if you've ever wondered why one of your favorite YouTubers just cannot seem to see something or do something that's so obvious to you, you should try doing a recording sometime and seeing what you miss. I know I make so many bad mistakes that I think I'm normally not capable of making in the normal play unless I'm really, really tired or something, but when I'm trying to talk at the same time, some of the mistakes I've seen myself make as I make them, not even going back and watching the video, but just as I make them. We're gonna skip these cards. Some of it's so infuriating. So yeah, I'm playing pretty fast and loose here. I've unlocked most of the relics, honestly. Actually, I can't use it. I was hoping I'd be able to look at the frozen eye before I use the gambling chips. I'd know how many cards. Yeah, we'll draw 2. You can do that, and I'm going to take some damage. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'll even call this series. You'll know because when it gets posted, it'll have its own little playlist, but something like plays around in or does some sort of deal like that. 13. Actually, I could just go ahead and end you. Another reason it's really hard to talk and think in this game is because there is some... You have to do a good bit of thought as you're playing. I'm going to take some damage there. But he's going to die. Figuring out how much you can get away with, how direct you can be with your attacks, or risky. Grab that one. All of these things, what makes it a good game and what makes it difficult to record and talk about are pretty close together. Now I'm getting into a spot where I'm thinking too much, trying to figure out what the best play is, and not talking. Let's go ahead and play that. Play this. Do this. And we're going to be vulnerable, but we'll only take 5 damage. We'll gain back 6. It'll be a fair trade. Oh. It's also kind of like a game of wagering in that way, I guess. Yes, I like that card a lot. I also like the silence version of that card is also really good. So this one gives you a random attack. The silent one is a random skill, and if you make them cost 0, they're just like free cards, and they can be really powerful. Huh. I've never seen how long it takes me to get through the first floor when normally playing, but now that I'm actually seeing it over on the screen, I can get through this pretty quick. Probably quicker if I wasn't talking about it so much, but we're going to hit this guy as hard as we can. Actually, no. Take off that strength first. Oh... So, I hope the people listening to this video are having a good new year. It has been enjoyable for me. go ahead and do 45. It's been pretty good for me. Do a lot of work outside and indoors. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of games I'm looking forward to. Though I don't play a lot of the newest stuff, I do look at the games occasionally and, think, hey, is this going to be fun? Is this something I'd enjoy playing? Pretty much all the games I try to record, actually every game I try to record, is something I just enjoy naturally. And the reason I play Dwarf Fortress and Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is that I can get better by playing them while talking it through. I can watch my own play back and figure out what I did wrong. And sometimes people will leave comments and be, hey, you can do this or that, or if you weren't thinking about it. Go ahead and do as much damage as I can. Could have yeah, I could have immolated there. I've never gotten to use that card right. Then again, I don't usually get it. Another cool thing I think would be great for this game, and I know I'm bouncing all over the place. If you could get curses, and I know that's a lot like Binding of Isaac, but I was thinking about there could be some fun runs, not necessarily normal playthrough runs, where you couldn't see the cards you were picking. First time using Immolate right. Couldn't see the cards you're picking, or there's this or that. I think things that could make it interesting, as long as they weren't a major part of the game. I think if they were in the game, the base game as it was normally, they'd be more annoying than they'd be interesting. And I think next turn we'll win this. They'd be more annoying than they would be interesting, but as it is, I think you could do a lot of little quick play sort of things that are fun, add to the game, maybe give you a little bit of a difficulty challenge. I'm not saying it's easy. For some people this game might be easy, but we'll go with Juggernaut. For some people this game might be easy, but I still can't get to the heart on a regular basis. We're going to use that, so I don't have to rest as much. But I'm sure there are people who already, they can get through it, they know which cards to pick. So I'm fighting an elite either way. Let's go up this path and we'll go through the question marks. I like the question mark runes. They offer a lot of interesting different plays. Things I haven't seen yet. He's going to attack first. We'll go ahead and take the damage. We'll gain it back. And he'll take the extra damage. I am hoping that the third character is something, either an interesting new type of build, like one that doesn't, the warrior goes on a lot of defensive or offensive abilities, the silence a lot about skills and whatnot. And I'm either hoping that the new character, whenever it gets released, is either a combination or something that goes in a third direction. The only other direction, though, would be powers, which could be interesting. I don't know how they'd play that, but... By the way, these dazed cards, with certain relics that activate, or certain abilities that activate on exhaust, those count. That was a interesting thing for me to find out. Oh, and he lost 2. We're gonna take a whole bunch of damage, but meh. Oh, oh, really? Oh, that vulnerable is really starting to cut in a lot. Should have played that the other way around. Oh well. Run it risky. See what happens. Well, this video's been running for a good length of time. I'm not going to stop it just yet. Maybe once I reach a campfire or something. But if I was to die now, I'd probably stop the video. And again, I realize that this video isn't my normal play, but again, like I said at the beginning, I'm trying to get away from just explaining everything I'm doing. Ooh. 1 of 20 cards. We do exhaust a lot. Is there anything else that plays on exhaust? We're gonna do feel no pain. Alright. Neat. But yeah, I'm trying to... Oh, and I have done this. The relic you get for this event is actually pretty cool. Do I even want to try? I've got a lot of gold. I'm not really going to run into another shopping time soon. You know what? Let's go for the risky play. Doesn't matter if I live or die. But yeah, I'm just trying different ways of... talking through... I'm not sure what the exact kind of got rid of that defense. Oh, I forgot the first one's 25. But yeah, I would like to get better about being able to talk and play. No reason to do that. Might as well just go ahead and play it like that. Get a free anger. Actually, I should have done... Yeah, I should have done that first. Huh. Now we gotta make it through the elite. Do that. Let's see what's in the shop. These flexes, I had one deck where I had about 3 of them, the upgraded one. You can do some stupid stuff with that. Starting with the 10 block. Yeah, let's go for it. And that one as well. I actually had a set of relics that went all the way across the screen at one point. That's not going to help me. That's not going to help me. I'm not going to use that in the first turn. Alright, let's see how well I can handle this. Though it does not look like... Let's kill you first. Just because I believe you buff everyone else. Yeah, I'm gonna almost be dead here. In fact, you know what? I should have played this last turn, but we'll go ahead and do that now. Throw this up, drink that, play that, and deal the damage. Ah. There is one interaction with this I wish. I understand you cannot play attacks for one turn. There's a card that says, and I think I have it in my deck somewhere, play the top card of your deck and exhaust it, whatever it is. And I remember the one time I played that card and the top card of my deck was an attack and it just fizzled. And I know it says play the top card, but I feel that that one should go through. But, And I think I am going to die here. Yeah. But, you know, it's a good first attempt, I think. In the future I'll get better. At least I like to believe I will. But for now, thank you for joining me. I'm Inverted Umbra, and this has been Slay the Spire. And me rambling on and on and on.